Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another Friday afternoon in Vegas, and hope everybody has a how's it going? Very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. David, what's going on? Uh, just another Friday afternoon. Pat might be here. T Dub, I doubt he's packing, getting ready. He leaves tomorrow morning for here. I expect him sometime Sunday evening. I don't know. It depends upon how he drives. I think it's a 17 or 18-hour drive from here to Grapevine. So we'll see. Shandog, what's going on? So, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, here's Pat.
Why the fuck aren't you wearing your hat?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Told me I had to wear mine. But why is yours different than mine?
Mine says this.
I got gypped.
Why, you want this one? You can have this one.
No, this one fits too tight on my head. My head's too big.
Okay. There we go.
I'm just turning TV down. Oh, sweet.
I'm packed, headed to Mom's tomorrow. Her 78th birthday will be celebrated on Sunday. Cool. Outstanding.
David?
Yeah, David. So we can stop.
Okay. I'm only going to be on for a little bit. I got to go to the store and do some shopping.
Okay. T-Dub, let's see, roughly about 1 o'clock, I texted him. You just said your head's too big. Okay. I texted him, and he just got the trailer, so he's packing. So I don't expect.
Yeah. No, he said he's not going to be on today. I talked to him on the phone. I was on my way back from my physical.
Okay.
So, but yeah, he said he's gonna share his location with me, so I can kind of follow him through, on text message.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's not gonna text every gas stop or anything. He's like, I'm not gonna do that.
No, I don't expect him to do that.
So, but he did say that they're gonna either before or after. I thought they were gonna get a hotel, but he says, no, we're just gonna pull off at a rest stop. I'm gonna make sure I got a handgun close, and he goes, we're just gonna try and grab a couple hours of sleep.
Okay.
So, my only advice was make sure it's a well lit rest stop.
Yeah. Well, he'll have the dogs with him, so if anything happens, they'll start barking, especially Violet. So, all right. Well, we started putting the Camaro back together, and I'm not liking the way the fenders are fitting, so I'm rethinking this. Let me do this real quick. Went and pulled up a couple of pictures of Camaros I had laying around. And let's see, where is it? There it is.
Oh.
What?
I'm pirating movies.
Oh.
So the new Joker came out. I'm downloading it.
Oh, okay. So let me share the screen here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Okay. Was my mic volume even up?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I know, but I can hear my own self in the headset, and I can't.
See where the fender comes in?
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, now I can hear it.
See where the fender comes into the bottom of the window trim? If I do that, then I end up with a huge gap on my car. It's between the door and the fender. So if I put it up on the window trim a little bit, then I don't end up with that gap. So something's And these are OEM fenders. I should have just
Bought aftermarket.
no, I should have never purchased these fenders. I should have went to Auto Metal Direct and purchased them there. I should have never purchased these. But as you can see, the fender actually lines up right underneath the chrome trim, the bottom of the windshield trim. So I need to play around with it and see. But I'm going to do that. Tomorrow is working on the ATC, and that's what I have geared for. Because we should have that running tomorrow. If everything goes right, knock on wood, that should be running tomorrow. So we'll see. And so that's how the car is, David. It's sitting there putting all the trying to get the fenders back on. So that's where, and Shandog, that's where we're at on the car. Where it's actually, we'll probably be taking a break on the car because we got the ATC to get going. Car ready for a Christmas ride? Nope. Will it be ready? Could be, but it just depends upon getting these fenders to fit right. I don't know. It's just not, the car is not cooperating, let's say, and the fenders aren't cooperating. So we'll have to play it by ear. But the ATC now is the top priority in the garage of getting that ready to go.
Fucking kids.
So that's where we're at.
I'm just going to start burning Christmas gifts. They don't want to listen.
Well, since we're grilling barbecue chicken tomorrow night for dinner, I thought of doing s'mores, and I said, hell no, we're doing another cake.
Okay.
Well, actually, Shandog, family coming is more important. I've been cleaning like crazy with the wife. Last Saturday, I shampooed. We got an island with the bar stools, and I shampooed all those chairs, and I shampooed the chairs at the kitchen table. And today I did the stairs and the landing going upstairs, and shampooed those and cleaned and vacuumed those. Even vacuum so good that I brought the shop vac in to vacuum them to make sure I got everything up. So that's yeah. So I expect probably Sunday night. I expect T-Dub to roll in here.
That's what he's expecting.
Now, what time Sunday night? I don't know. But
stopping at Judy's house before they come to yours to drop the dogs off.
You're not getting Angel?
No.
Oh, okay. Never-ending housework. I also help my wife. Yeah, well, Nancy still works. I keep trying to talk her into retire, but I think she sits there and thinks that she's going to sit home with me all day, and that scares her, so she continues to work. So. Well, one left.
Chores.
Oh.
They had exams today, so they're out early.
Does today start Christmas break for him?
Mm-hmm.
Does?
Yep.
My wife works. My job is retiring me disability. Okay. No, I retired. I had enough fun. I don't want to play no more.
Oh, we found out one of the building plans examiners wants to take Janice's job when she retires.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How's he thinks he's going to do that?
She? Yeah, that's a good question.
It's a she?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she certified? as a fire plans examiner? Does she know about sprinklers? Does she know about fire alarms?
Well, maybe fire alarm. She does electrical plan review right now.
No, but she doesn't. That's all high voltage. She doesn't know low voltage stuff.
No.
57 had I can't talk.
Shoulder
surgery twice. Can't climb trees anymore. Oh, okay. That sucks.
What'd you do before you had shoulder surgery? Were you like a tree trimmer or something? Or only reason I asked is you said climb trees.
So what's that? What's that word called for your God? Sure does. Okay.
Sure does. I meant to say does.
Does.
I did the bathroom.
God, it's been a long time since I've worn a hat. I'm not used to it.
Oh, yes, for the city. So he was a tree trimmer for the city.
Okay.
Nice.
Always fascinated by them, especially the leg irons that those guys wore. With the spikes in them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to help you get up the trees.
Climbing up the trees. What was that competition on ESPN where they'd sit there and climb the trees and cut and cut? Well, I had Shandog. I had close to 38 years in the fire protection industry, and 18 of those with the city of Henderson. So
I got 12.
And
I got
about
12 and 1.
Of those was with the federal government. So
I got 12 and 1. Was a lineman.
For that 12. Okay. He was a lineman. That's what Jerry started out as a lineman before they kicked him into the office, start designing fiber optic systems.
I'm pleading the fifth.
You're pleading the fifth? Okay.
Not going to say anything about any family.
All right. So, everybody got their Christmas shopping done?
What's that?
Christmas shopping? That's where you go out and spend money and buy gifts?
Yeah, Christmas shop for myself.
Cool. Always. Get yourself first and then everybody falls in second. And if you run out of money, oh well.
Yep. But no, we got everything done. We just need to get one more thing for Jody for her gift that you got for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we need to get her a helmet.
All right.
Yeah, she's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only one kid left in the house now.
Who's that?
Brianna, she's upstairs.
Where did Jody go?
Go ride her bike, her old bike.
Yeah, that should. Let's see, either Christmas is for kids or Christmas is for you. Buy the Christmas present for yourself, then decide what you want to get for the kids. I hear you, Shandog. In 44 years of marriage, the wife and I have never gotten each other anything for Christmas. It's always been for the kids. Had it all shipped to mom's, and it all got there. I'll wrap it when I'm there. Okay. I don't know what T-Dub's doing. I don't know if the trailer's going to be full of Christmas gifts or if he's going to do a crash shopping when he gets here on Monday. I don't know, but he didn't say that. So we'll see what happens when he shows up Monday. We went out and I probably for the sugar fix in everybody, I probably spent the most I've ever spent on candy in my entire life.
Yeah.
Christmas candy today. $115.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But then again, you got to figure out how many kids I got to supply Christmas candy to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to big kids too, Pat.
What, here?
Yeah,
Or me and T-Dub?
you and T-Dub.
Okay. I've kind of backed off on my sweets, and it showed on my glucose results. My point, I dropped from a 123 to a 105. Doc said keep it up. Just watch your carb intake, and you'll be under 100 in no time. So I just got to get my glucose level under 100.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so, but then once we put the packages together and everything else for the, let's say, fill the stockings on Christmas Eve night, then it's going to be, it'll deplete really quick.
Yeah. At least there's one you don't have to worry about, though.
My dental assistant, that's candy. I love chocolate. Who doesn't love chocolate?
I'm trying to figure out who is a dental assistant. It just says my. So I'm assuming like my wife, my daughter, my son.
Shandog, who's a dental assistant? So, yeah.
It's all right. We don't need to know. I was just curious for mine.
But our shopping's done. Actually, your mom got up probably about 1:30. Your wife, okay. About 1:30 and finished wrapping everything. Everything's underneath the tree right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Richard had surgery on Wednesday.
Richard, right?
Yeah.
What did he have surgery on?
Cancer.
Where at?
In his the tube going from one of his kidneys to his bladder.
How did it go?
I talked to Sandy today, and it went well. He's resting fine. He should be out on the 22nd. I brought Mom her box of Cadbury for her birthday. Cadbury for her birthday. It was $10 for a little box. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And yeah, he's doing fine. So she said that it's the first solid food he's eaten since Wednesday. Was today when I talked to her, probably about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
And it's mostly Jello and weak stuff. I got a bet with your mom to seeing if he's going to show up for prime rib on New Year's Eve.
Oh, he probably will.
Or New Year's Day, excuse me.
It's the whole reason why I pushed my surgery or all my wisdom teeth extraction till the end of January.
Ain't missing. I gotta go into Northtown too and pick up another sack of hickory if we're going to smoke it this year. I sort of like smoking it better than cooking it in the oven.
Yeah.
It
doesn't get the house all heated up.
No, it gives it a better taste too. I mean, we still end up doing twice baked potatoes and rolls. So.
And do a bigger prime rib this year, if you can.
Why?
Because leftovers. I want to take some of the leftovers. I'll kick in if you want.
Well, we got to go down to God, what's its? Now I can't remember the name. That's where I've been buying it lately.
Larry's.
Yeah, Larry's down on.
I saw Isaac's cup. Can I go see if they're home?
On Valley View. Yeah, Larry's Great Western Meats. I was telling him prime rib for 14 people, even though there's going to be 12. You're not saying anything, Pat.
No, I thought you were talking to Mom. I thought I heard Mom's voice.
She was yelling the street.
Okay.
But no, the only gift. I brought her a book of stamps with snowbirds on them. She likes birds, and she has. It's hard to stop for stamps or something she can use. And Wendy's gift certificate. Yeah, let's hear it for Wendy's. All right, David.
Nice.
I got bummed out at McDonald's today. We had to get one more Happy Meal. We were going through all the Happy Meal toys that we got for the girls. And I counted them up and we had 11. So we can't sit there. And I said, well, I ain't going to separate no fights. And so she goes, okay. I mean, shop, Tom. Okay. And so we're live. I ain't going to separate two girls fighting over Happy Meal toys. So we went to McDonald's and get another Happy Meal toy. And I tried to try that new, what is it, barbecue bacon cheeseburger they got going on or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And hold on, let me, and the nice young lady, took my order, gave me a quarter pounder with bacon.
Junior Johnson died from NASCAR.
Who?
Junior Johnson.
Oh, okay. Mom just told me.
Junior Johnson died.
Yeah, Johnson died. I cook 20 boneless prime rib on the Weber every Christmas. We smoke it and we do it New Year's Day. I figured New Year's Day, it's the start of the new year. Let's start it off with a great meal. And we do the bone in and we smoke it and with hickory, and it turns out great. Christmas is ham, and I already purchased that. That's in the fridge. We're just waiting for Christmas. We're going to do something different this year. Rather than we usually do au gratin potatoes or scallop potatoes or something like that. And I got golden potatoes, and I dice them up. I'll put them in a bowl, put some oil on them, put some thyme, some salt, some pepper, some garlic powder or garlic powder on them, some onion powder on them, mix it all up and put them in the oven and bake them. And we'll do that this year for the potatoes, to sit there and get a break from the au gratin or the scallop and all that. Wendy's used to have a burger called the double stack. I ordered one day and got a double with bacon. I order that now. Okay. All right. No, McDonald's pissed me off. And the other thing is I hate the hamburgers with the seeds on the bun. It's, you keep your seeds and, and grow stuff. Don't put it on my hamburger bun. David said his mom will do a ham for dinner. Shandog, nice. We have ham twice baked potato. We do twice baked potatoes for prime rib day on New Year's Day, Shandog. Yeah, Pat is like, how the kid is with the mixing bowl and everything else when mom makes a cake and licks the spoon. Well, Pat's that way when I get done mixing up all the twice baked potatoes and we get done stuffing them. If there's any of the potato mixture left, he wants to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do too. It's the one meal of the day that I probably shouldn't eat, but I will eat, and I'm a glutton for punishment. Plus, we love horseradish, and the hotter the better. I treat myself to their cheeseburger once in a while. Well, we just went to McDonald's. Every now and then we go to McDonald's because of what they're giving away on Happy Meals, and we collect the toys for the girls. God, I can't show the camera up there, but we have close to 12 different Happy Meals from various things. We got them when they were giving out Frozen. Now they're doing Star Wars here.
Yeah.
And so we get those. Shandog, tequila, Jose Cuervo Gold. And we got those. And so when we do that, then I just have to go along and get something. But I just don't like a hamburger with seeds on the bun. And everything from McDonald's has seeds on the bun. So I usually get a double cheeseburger from McDonald's, and because it has no seeds on the bun. I don't go to Burger King anymore because they have seeds on the bun on all their hamburgers, unless you get one of their sourdough burgers, and that's it. What's the crap with all the seeds on the bun? In-N-Out doesn't put seeds on the bun, and that's the best hamburger out of a fast food place around. But nah, I just can't stand seeds on the hamburger buns anymore. It just doesn't cut it. I'll order a Big Mac every night from McDonald's, and I'll sit there and throw the one bun away, and then I'll just eat it, because then and I'll put both the patties together and everything else. So I mean, seeds. Why do you put seeds on a bun? Doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I go to In-N-Out, I don't get a bun anymore. I do it. They call it, what is it? The protein
style.
Protein style. They take the double cheeseburger and they wrap it in lettuce, and you eat, and that's how you eat the burger. And it's good. It's damn good. So I sent a link to you, Dizzy and Hazy. I guess they're both busy. Hold on, I wonder if I get in trouble for doing this. Let me see. Bear with me for a minute, people. All right. All right, I'm going to share the screen. This video is about 6 minutes long. It's from Ramsey Customs. Oh, excuse me, Turbo Cobra. Gary, Pat, and I and T-Dub have all been to Gary's shop, and we'll probably be at Gary's shop when we go to Grapevine in February. I want to run down and see him because he's got a new toy. He's got a laser, almost a laser CNC, a fiber laser CNC machine now. And I asked him to make Hazy Days a branding iron. So here, let me just do this. We'll watch this. And here it is. And as soon as the ad gets done, you got to love the ads. But this is Ramsey Customs, Gary. He's made a whole bunch of stuff for me, Christmas gifts and everything else. And this is the new toy he's got.
And that's in his shop?
Yeah.
Shop came out nice.
Remember where the mills were all in the back and the side? As you walk in the garage door, they were off on the right hand side.
Yeah.
And where the saw was and everything, that's where this machine is now.
Okay. And you got rid of the old table too?
No, he said that's right next to it, to the left. But this is like a fiber, and he had a board failure, so he's going to talk about it. But right now he's cutting out pieces for Hazy's branding iron, and he'll mention it here in a minute.
We saw a couple things cutting out there. I was working on this little project, and so we cut out a couple of more pieces out of 1/4 inch material, and this was the last one I just cut there. And I think that's the back. You know, you got a good part when you can't quite tell which is the front and the back, but that's the back of it right there. And then here is one that's got some 200 thousandths diameter holes in it, and I'm going to drill and tap those for 1/4 20, at least try to. I don't know. I think that the 1/4 inch material, it looks like maybe 1/4 inch holes are maybe too small for that. 1/2 inch hole and 1/4 inch material looks really good.
But this is his new toy.
It looks like the piercing is what is causing this extra divot here. You know, you can't really have much of a lead in on a 1/4 inch hole. And you see the pierce on that. It's pretty deep. So if you tried to pierce in the center of a hole like that, obviously you're going to get some pierce spreading out. But overall, like, the edge quality, really nice. But it is a laser, and it is what you expect. So these two parts are going to go together, and then I was cutting another part out that's some really small letters that go with this. This is going to be a branding iron. And it got the hole pierced right there, and it was starting to move to the next pierce point, or it pierced the hole and cut the feature out.
Okay, all right. We're gonna shut Gary down.
And, it stopped.
So go visit Ramsey Customs. Gary, he's got a neat shop, and he makes a lot of stuff. He's got a CNC plasma machine, and then now that new laser that he just picked up.
Mm-hmm.
It's from China. And so what happened is a board went bad, a PC board went bad in it. And so he called, and, he's got to wait until, almost the middle of the night for him to call because of China. And he sat there and called them, and they got a new board coming. And so he's got a new board coming, so that when he'll finish up Hazy's branding iron, and it'll come to me. He'll send it to me. I'm going to put it in a box with some Old Chub beer and send it off to Hazy.
Good luck. I don't think the beer's going to make it.
You don't think the beer will make it to you can't send beer to the UK? Come on.
I'm not sure, but.
David, I travel every year and never seen one. Okay. In-N-Out is a burger place. Yeah, In-N-Out's a fast food burger place. California base, and their burgers are never frozen. And unless they build a processing plant within
a day's drive
of your particular city, they won't they don't freeze their burgers whatsoever. They make the patties, and then they go. They're never frozen. A lot of places say our burgers are never frozen. BS. You can tell a frozen burger the minute you taste it.
Yeah, In-N-Out, the farthest east they are right now is Dallas.
Yeah.
That's it.
McDonald's and Subway are next door to work, more convenient. Okay, I'll buy that. Uh-oh, time to refill.
Yeah, I got to go grab me one too. I got one.
I'll let you go and talk to everybody, and then I will let you come back and entertain everybody, and then I'll go. So, yeah. So, let's see. So, that's what Gary's doing. And like I say, Gary, if you saw a video, he made me a Chicago Cubs logo banner, and he used candy paint on it, which came out awesome. And you need one too, David? All right, I'll bring you one here. I'll get a chair right next to me, and you can just come plop down and drink some beer and be on the show too. Or hey, get your computer going. Let's jump on. Anybody want the link? Hold on. Copy, paste. There's the link. Come join us. But you were in Chicago in October? Okay. I grew up in a town that's 35 miles northwest of Chicago called Northbrook, and was born in Evanston, Illinois. And when I left there in the early 70s, and I got stationed here at Nellis Air Force Base, when I was in the Air Force, I said, I'm never going back to live there. I contradicted myself when I got out because I had to go back because I did a job, had a family. But once I got an offer to come back to Vegas, the guy sat there and who offered me a job says, we'll send you a check to move and we'll give you a week to get here. And I says, okay, what do you want me to do with the other 6 days? And so, yeah, it's. Oh, my turn.
Go ahead. I'm still watching the other video.
Oh.
I want to see that brand. Yeah, that's the beer I'm drinking. It's not bad. It's only 6%. Yeah, I'm eating chips. Sorry, Shandog. I'm hungry. Chips and salsa. It's a good little snack. I don't mind salsa, but it's not hot enough. Hope I'm not making you hungry.
I'm watching you eat chips.
It's Lucas's Christmas gift I'm eating.
What is it?
Chips and salsa.
Is it hot?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
I could drink the stuff. It's not hot.
So you don't think I'll be able to get a 12-pack of old Chub to Hazy, huh? Beware when you go, when a job gives you money to move, it's taxable. Oh, Jesus. David, that happened back in the late 70s, early 80s.
I wasn't even born yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They paid to move me back here to Vegas, and holy smokes, there's something stuck in my hat here.
It's a $100 bill somebody tucked in.
I don't think so. I think it's more of a strap where the tag went on it. Or a tag was on it. Yeah, but no big deal. But yeah, so I'm not worried about it.
I actually got a corrected W-2 this year, but I'd already turned in my taxes for my 457 plan, my deferred comp.
Yeah.
I started it in December, and then sure enough, I guess HR finally realized that, and then they're like, "Oh crap, we got to give them a corrected one just to fill in one more box that I didn't need to put in." So I didn't need to revise my taxes.
Okay. I went to UPS's website and I was looking, and they sat there and said you can send alcohol.
All right, then do it.
And I sent Dizzy that bottle of tequila.
Okay, but that was Dizzy. That was Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Now you're talking another country.
I wonder if I can. That's going to be depressing if I can't. So anybody got any ideas out there? We got 6 people watching. Any ideas? HR did the same thing. Some of my coworkers. Okay. Well, I was trying to sit there, and hopefully I was be able to sit there and get Hazy a thing of old Chub. This is bugging me.
Well, apparently, yeah, you can, because you can send wine, so I don't see why you can't.
I mean, I'm going to send it in its original box. You know how tight they pack their 6-pack.
UPS. I'm reading on UPS right now.
Okay.
Every alcohol shipment's commercial invoice description and alcohol label requires following information and addition terms listed below the specific country. Merchandise description and detail include date of production, quantity including number of containers, bottles or cans, and total liters in shipment. Packing specifications in bottle, can, etc. Brand, origin, producing area, alcohol content, harmonized tariff code, commercial invoice, winery information.
There's trouble.
Oh shit, we gotta be quiet now.
Finished my drink. Merry Christmas. I haven't got my Christmas hat. I'm still in the shed.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It looks good. It looks like a nice shed.
I've done a lot today.
Still working on the guitar?
Yeah, but I haven't done anything online for a little while because I felt like I was spoiling the surprise for him. So what I've done now, I've done quite a bit of work on it. And I'm just going to present it when it's done.
Okay.
I might make some videos of the process, but filming the build makes things so much slower. When I built, did you see the guitar I built, Harry?
Yeah. No,
well, that's finished.
You finished the ukulele for Harry, or the small guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You should
have not seen it.
No, you should have videoed that.
No, because I wanted it to be just it was a personal thing for Harry. I don't know.
Was this a Christmas present?
Well, no, it was it was an early Christmas present.
Okay.
Santa, put it that way. Let me get it. Have you not seen it?
No.
I'll get it.
You didn't do a video on it. I didn't see it.
You can't ship alcohol to the UK if it's 35% or above.
Okay, so I should be able to ship him some old chub.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Oh, here's the writing on my hat if everybody wanted. That was close, Tom. Now, Hazy knows that I'm making him a branding. I'm having a branding iron made for him.
But does he know about what you're?
I've seen the thing. Listen, it looks fucking cool. Right, listen, make me big.
Huh? All right.
Make me big, so it's just me.
There you go.
Now, like, you haven't even seen a picture of this, have you?
No, I haven't seen anything of it.
Well, you might not believe I made it because sometimes I learn what I made.
Holy cow! Your connection sucks.
Holy smokes!
Look at it.
Now he isn't going to smash that one to the ground like he did the other one.
I handmade that bridge.
Nice.
I made it.
Nice. That looks cool. So has he seen it yet?
Yeah, it is. Well, how cool is that? It looks antique. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it. I even put that inside.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether this is my best build ever because I don't do it justice. But seriously, it's a proper little Les Paul acoustic ukulele, and it plays good too. I mean, it's out of tune now because he's been messing with it, but it's cool. Look,
That's awesome. That looks awesome.
See the strap thing. Look at the neck. I mean, I took some photos of the build, but I didn't make a video.
Okay. How long did that take?
So you can see the process. I've done it pretty quick. I've done it in like 4 days.
It took you 4 days?
What? You could stop making me big now.
Okay. So it took you 4 days?
Went in here. Took me 4 days,
We'll
yeah. What?
I said, well, go get, you said you need a drink. I said, go get a drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So from what you read, I could send him a 6-pack of Old Chub. Do I have to declare it and tell him what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm on Fox News. I'm reading about the bullshit impeachment.
How to waste money by the Democrats.
Yeah. And now they don't want to send it to the Senate.
I think I need a Wi-Fi booster for out here, don't I?
Yeah, you do. Your signal's a little weak. It keeps up.
Let me lift you up. If I put you by the window, it might be different.
Might be.
How's that? Is that better? Well, actually, I know what it is.
Better. Oh, now he's frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Frozen in time.
There, we should be good now.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, picture. Yeah.
That's my mobile data. I haven't got to struggle catching the router.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tom, that branding iron looks pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. Well, he's got a few other things I'm not going to tell you about, but you know where you can sit there and find his channel now, and just
Yeah.
once he gets rolling on it, he'll end up making videos on it. But that's the new laser CNC machine he just got, and he's been wiring it up for probably I want to say for the last month or so. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I was hoping that he'd have it done in time for T-Dub to run down. He's about 2 hours outside of Dallas, and I was hoping he'd be done where T-Dub can run down and pick it up and then bring it with him when T-Dub drives out. But T-Dub's leaving in the morning for Vegas from Dallas.
Oh.
And Gary's still waiting for the PC board. Last I talked to him.
Yeah.
But when
he's got almost 60,000 subscribers.
Oh, that's one channel. He's got another channel called Turbo Cobra. That's got a lot more. I mean, he's been in it for a while doing this stuff. But Pat T-Dub and I will probably go down and see when we go to Grapevine in February for Evelyn's birthday. We'll probably drive down there and see him. I want to go see the new machine. That's what I want to see. But yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to cut through that steel.
Yeah.
Well, working the bugs out with the PC board and everything else.
I could see the outline where it said Hazy Days.
Mm-hmm. And that was cut. He hadn't sanded on it or anything. That was strictly off the laser, and it was so smooth. And he says, I liked in this video, he's holding it, and he goes, well, it's really good when you can't tell the front from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm watching it now. I just got it on closed caption.
Okay. So when he sat there and he sent me an email and he says, I just loaded up a video. I blew a PC board and I said, okay. So when I saw the video, I instantly sat there and I said, okay, I'm going to send this to Hazy. He's got to look at this and see it.
Yeah.
So
will he still use that piece?
It's going to that's how big it's going to be. That's as small as he can get it.
Yeah.
And actually, the text on the inside will be a little bit smaller because don't forget the portion of the branding iron is going to be a little bit raised.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah,
we'll wait.
Yeah,
he's a true craftsman, so we'll wait and see what he has going on. All I did is I took your logo and I put it in Word Paint and trimmed it up and cleaned it up and sent it to him and said, here, make me a branding iron. It's got to be 2 inches by 1 inch.
Nice.
So
it looks amazing. Looks amazing.
So you'll get a box from me with the branding iron in it and also a 6-pack of Old Chub beer. I want you to try that beer.
A 6-pack of what? Old Chub?
Old Chub.
What the hell is that?
It's a beer made here in the States.
It's an Irish stout.
It's an Irish stout made in the States.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Do you know I live about 100 miles away or 200 miles away from Ireland?
Yeah. And
go get a bottle of Macallan for me and send it.
That's where my great-great-great-great-grandmother was born.
Nice.
So yeah. So it'll be so once it all I suspect once Gary gets it, and you got to remember it's coming from China. So I suspect he's probably going to be 2 weeks out on now because a week's gone by, 2 weeks out on getting the board.
And Christmas and everything.
And then he's got another week or so to sit there and finish it up. So I suspect you probably will have it towards the end of January, maybe.
Yeah, that's cool. I just can't believe you're getting it done. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, Gary's cool. He's a true craftsman. If you go back and watch some of his videos and what he does, you'd sit there and be totally amazed on what he comes up with. I mean,
he's got a nice shop too.
Oh yeah.
I bet it ain't as good as this one.
Yours gives it a run for its money.
Well, no, yours is a woodworking shop. His is a metal shop. So I mean,
I've started filling little bits in where I wanted shelves and stuff. So I'm starting to put things in their places, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've just built I've just started building a place up there to stick whatever I'm building. It can go up there, and so nothing else can damage it. Let me give you a little tour.
You need a place for a TV next.
I'll flip the camera. I know. I was thinking I've got a place actually. See, I started sticking shelves in. There was like a little part that, like a recess. Putting shelves in and stuff. Got a clamp vise. A table saws under there whenever I need it. My Dremel is hanging there. I made that today.
Oh, that looks cool.
It's a neat little tape holder.
I made that to hold them. And I just go back through. But this is what I've been making today. See this? It's a big shelf. Oh, I shouldn't show you that up there. It's a secret.
Well, hey.
But see what I've done here? So I can stick fret wire and everything up there. But I'm doing the same on this side. I'm doing the same on this side. I've just got to wait for some glue to set. And it's going to be like a, see?
Nice.
Oh, cool.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And I bet you're using all the scrap wood you got.
It's all scrap wood. Everything that I've built this with was reclaimed. That's a new addition.
Oh, how's that working for you?
Nice. It's a game changer for what I'm doing. Like might just show there. And over here I got the drill press. Oh, have you seen Ian's massive head?
Holy cow.
I saw that video where you were asking everybody, send me a picture and I'll make a massive head of you.
Yeah. See, and I've recessed some of the pallets I used for shelving.
Nice.
My name's Ian. Welcome to my shed.
Nice.
Look, and these shelves, like these walls go back so much I can stick chop saws on them.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I'm just not sure what to do with this big bit of wood. It's in the way. But I made this little bench here.
There you go.
I got loads of scrap wood down there. That's a router table that I made. Got a few more tools I've got to find places for down there. Reciprocating saw, nail gun, the jigsaw. But I got a vac under there.
I bet you summertime will end up with an addition to the shed.
That's the most important part in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty cool guitar.
That is. That looks awesome.
I can't believe I've made it.
I'd like it. Looks sort of like a Les Paul somewhat.
But it is a Les Paul. That was my whole thing.
Yeah.
It's exactly like a Les Paul. But the other guitar is almost finished too.
Is it?
How much more left?
Okay. So we're gonna get a video on the completed guitar. You're gonna do a video and then send it to Mark, and then give us, once he gets it, give us a video on the completed guitar. Or how's that gonna work?
Yeah, what I'll probably do, I'll do a little video just showing what I've done so far, and then complete it, and then it is what it is, you know.
Okay.
I don't know. I got to find a process, because building live is hard, because sometimes I've only got 10 minutes and I could pop in and do something for 10 minutes, but I'm not going to go live for 10 minutes. So I can only go live when I can at least have an hour, you know, or 2 or 3. But it just slows things down. You can't just pop in and do a little bit of this and that. You know?
Next Friday's live show will be from the garage, with the 3 of us in the garage.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll be and we'll have to bop. Will you be on the laptop? So we'll be bopping back and forth to read comments, but we'll be working on the stereo, getting stereo in the Camaro.
Well, you can read the comments on your phone.
I'll be the middleman, because there's no room for 3 people in there doing the stereo. So I'll man the laptop and reading comments to the 2 guys.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I have planned. But then I got to wait until T-Dub gets here to see what he has in mind, because he could have something else going on.
Probably he might, but I doubt it.
Because he's still got a lot of friends in town since he grew up here. So.
Nice.
I'm out of beer.
You're out of beer.
I only have one left. So,
the 3 you got the other night?
yeah, I killed 2 of them.
What does that say on your thing? No, what did it say?
What?
Naughty.
Naughty. Yeah. The
You
other
mean
side
naughty?
said-
Here's what mine says.
I see you and you're whining. Nice. This is what mine says. Look, can you read mine? It says hazy days, bitches, because I'm fucking proper Hollywood.
Hold it. Wait. David says, nice. I'll do my best to be there. Sounds like a blast. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going
Chat. Who's in the chat? Who's there?
Shandog, David Collins. Ian was there for a while. I think he kind of went to bed.
Yeah, David and Shandog have been there consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always there. Yeah, so I've sorted all my electrics out today as well. Ah, fuck.
What did you
Try
hit
not to
your elbow?
That's
On
the
a
funny
metal
bone.
Oh, that's smart.
On a
Oh,
voice, like that.
on the vice? Oh,
Yeah.
that's smart. That's smart. Oh, man.
Shit. That sucks.
So you updated your electrical in there?
Well, what I've done, I found a extension cord with 4 plugs on it, but they're not all together. They're spread out.
Okay.
So let me show you what's going on. Make me big. This might take it to explain.
Okay, hang on.
Right. Like, I know it's legal, so don't judge me.
Now, I don't know what the codes are in the UK or in Wales.
I've got 1 power lead coming in here, which is this box, which has 4 on, yeah? You listening?
Yeah.
Paying attention? So there's 4 on that. So on this one, which is just my phone charger, which takes very little electric, yeah?
Yeah.
This one goes up to here, and on here there is the Hoover, the Dremel, which is that, and these 2 lights. That's LED and that's LED. So that's very little power. Only one of these are ever going to be used at a time. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You're not going to be using them both at the same time.
Yeah, which is impossible.
Unless he grows 2 more arms.
Yeah. So then this one comes down here, around there, and this is the one that I'm talking about. That's got 4 plugs on it. See that? I've strapped it there. This one has got a Hoover. So I don't know what's up there. Something else. Another Hoover. And then I've got it going across here. Still needs a bit of wire management. And I've got 1 here, which is the heater. That's a heater. That's on now and again. 1 there. And then there's 1 at the end here. To the end, which goes up to this one.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
4 on. Yeah, but listen. Only one of these will ever be used at a time, because one belongs to this, 1 belongs to this, 1 belongs to this, and 1 belongs to this. So they can only ever be 1 used at a time. You know what I mean?
I understand, unless you grow another set of arms.
Yeah. So it's all cool.
That shit's going to burn down.
All that is fed by 1 extension cord from the house, correct?
Yeah. So when I go in the night, I just switch it off at the wall. And that, my friend, is how you wire up Shantytown.
Okay.
Then,
as
you can see, it's very low voltage.
As a fire inspector, I'm just going to shut up right now.
Uh-huh.
You know it's good.
It looks good, but my goodness.
Listen, it's okay. We're made out of wood.
That's a fire hazard waiting to happen.
No, it's not. Because if something did happen, then it's okay. It's out in the garden.
I would say, how
David,
close?
You got that extension cord feeding all that. It's tied into the house. How many amps are in the house on that circuit? That the circuit tied it in. What's the amperage for that circuit?
If something blew from there, the fuse switch would go in the house.
The breaker.
Trip.
Yeah.
We've got real safe electric. Unless you're actually chewing on a wire, you're probably going to be okay.
Okay.
You know.
Hold it. Wait. Good. David Collins goes perfectly legal. You can fill the. You can fill.
Listen. Let me explain. Let me explain what's being used right now. Let me explain what's being used right now. That LED bulb and that LED bulb. That is it. If I turn something on, if I turn the drill on, then it's just those lights and the drill, nothing else.
Okay.
I'm only using one tool at a time, so the only thing that's ever being used is the lights.
The lights and a tool at the same,
and whatever one tool I'm using.
And the heater's your biggest draw.
The heater, yeah.
The heater will be your biggest draw.
Yeah. That's the one that would. If anything was going to make something set fire, it'd be the heater.
Well, first you blow the breaker. I mean, the circuit breaker.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, it's all good. I'm not yeah.
So.
I do the same in my attic, you know? The same. Same system.
Okay. It's just if I was a fire inspector walking in on that and you were a commercial, I'd be writing you up big time.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't have customers walking around this shit. Shit. Anyway, I love being massive and Hollywood and all that. See where it says subscribe?
Yeah. I love David says, Tom, pull the plug and it's all disconnected. Yeah, but which plug?
Yeah, listen, Kate could just put me in darkness right now. Where's my I tell you what I got today. A new charger for my phone. Have you seen them, the magnetic things? I put there's one end in my phone, and then this end.
Mm-hmm.
And I just put it on my phone like that. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
Slap it on there and it's good.
It's like my my laptop charger is like that for my MacBook.
Yeah, we got one because we bought Kate's dad an Amazon Fire tablet 2 years ago, and where he's putting the thing in, and he gets it wrong sometimes. He's broken the charging port, so we can't fix it, and you can't charge it. I've tried fixing. I bought the bits, but I can't take it apart. It's gonna break.
David, I know your voltage is higher, and I know they draw fewer amps, but amps is what kills you and starts fires. So.
Yeah. But anyway, what was I saying?
When you start pulling,
we got new tablets. We got a new tablet this Christmas.
Yeah.
And we got one of those chargers, you know, so we can't break it.
Okay, cool.
It'd be cool to see all of us together, wouldn't it, on the screen? Remember those days?
All together in the same spot? Come to Vegas, baby.
No, what I mean is like it's just you're presenting me. Nobody can see you.
Uh-huh.
Just me. Well, which is cool. I mean, I don't mind.
Well, you were having fun there for a while.
So figure
when it's just me, I feel for some reason I feel like there should be like wages involved. You know? I feel like I'm working.
You're working.
Fuck yeah, I'm always working.
Wait, David says he can't draw more than 13 amps before it kicks the breaker. 13 amps? Okay. Aren't the breakers like the same as us? Like you got a 15 amp breaker, a 20 amp breaker, or a 25 amp breaker?
That's a good question.
I've got no clue. I got a fuse box in my house. It's got loads of up and down things on it. They're all up because we want them on. Which is like downstairs lights, upstairs lights, downstairs sockets, upstairs sockets.
Yeah, it sounds like you got circuit breakers because all it is if it overloads, then it's going to pop the breaker and the switch is automatically going to drop down. Not all the way, but just drop down because there's a spring in the circuit breaker.
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah,
Holy
but
shit.
you run on 220. You run on 220 volts, and we're,
No,
we're
240.
we're half that. We're 120.
We run at 240.
240. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Living
I
dangerous.
remember the funny plug I had to get in Thailand because they were the same as everything in Europe that you had to plug in, and it would sit there and still power it, but it would drop it down. Sit there and yeah.
That's a proper plug. They're great to stand on in the night. It's like a piece of Lego.
So you're ready for Christmas?
Well, still got some bits to do. You know.
We're all done. We finished today. We finished this morning. We got everything done by noon today. I am not doing anything else.
Nice.
The only thing I got to do is buy more beer.
That's the most
Nice.
important part. You better not fucking forget.
I know.
Yeah.
These guys get over here. They get over here for Christmas dinner, and there ain't enough beer. I'm going to hear it.
Fuck yeah, it's Christmas. Can't run out of beer Christmas Day.
I will be going to Total Wines and More on Christmas Eve with a shopping cart and hitting it.
Leaving it a little late now, Christmas Eve.
Go Christmas Eve and play with everybody and their brother trying to do it. But I'll do it right when they open at 9 a.m. Everybody will be still trying to figure out what they're doing or whether they're working half a day or what. But I'll hit them right when they open at 9 a.m.
Nice.
And get my stuff and get out of there.
Nice. Well, listen, Tom, I've got to go because I've got to lock this place up and get inside.
Okay.
If I can get upstairs in time, I'll jump back in.
We'll be on for probably about almost an hour, but close to it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to jump off here in about a half hour so I can go to the store.
So come back, Hazy, if you can.
I will.
All right. Have a good night.
Speak to you soon.
See you later, Hazy.
Oh, this is bugging me.
Aha.
Now you know why I don't wear baseball caps anymore. It's something bugging me. And I used to wear them all the time. So, okay. Holy smokes. Got beer out of tequila. Got to go. Entertain everybody.
I'm jumping on Fortnite.
We got, hold it. I haven't seen, oh, no, Evelyn and Emily are at a sleepover tonight, so they won't be on. We got them Fortnite Monopoly. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I almost bought it myself.
What is it? I got a funny feeling that maybe Christmas evening, there's going to be a big Fortnite Monopoly game going on in this house.
Okay.
We gave it to the Grapevine Nobles, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, we still got Chicago. We got the Monopoly game Chicago in the closet, and I still got a brand new Risk game in the closet.
I can bring over regular Monopoly.
Oh, yeah, we don't have. Well, the regular Monopolies we got are collector's items, and we didn't open them just for that purpose. I'll be back.
All right. Yeah, I'm not going to be much fun.
Are you still on the thing?
The show, yeah.
I can't get McDonald's tonight.
Not right now.
Can we go to the store?
No.
All you guys have McDonald's besides me and John.
So?
And I really want a McDonald's. You knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
All right, I'm back. Tom, the fuses and breakers are different. Their outlets are 15 to 20 amps, where our outlets are 15 to 20 amps, where theirs are 13 at 240 volts. Okay. Never looked at the electrical when I was in Thailand. All I knew is I needed the adapter to plug in my stuff, or or when I ordered stuff on PACAF, like my stereo equipment and everything else, I had to make sure it had the in the back to where you can rotate
The voltage, the incoming voltage.
what voltage was coming into it and sit there and take care of it that way. So yeah. Well, yeah, if you got more voltage, you can sit there and less amperage, but it's the amperage that turns around and kills you or heats up or starts the fires or anything else.
Mm-hmm.
More than the voltage does. So, but oh man. So again, I asked the question and nobody answered it in the chat. So is everybody ready for Christmas? Everybody shopping? I know, David, you're going to your mom's. Wish her a happy birthday from me.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her she come out to Vegas anytime, party with us. She's only 8 years older, well, 9 years older than me. So, but yeah.
Can I do a little Roblox on here?
So you got all the kids home now?
Nah, one of them's still out.
John?
He's hanging out with some friends.
Okay. I figured I've been promising Hazy's son, Jack, a video of the skate park down at Desert Breeze.
Yeah.
And I figured the best time to get that would probably be after Christmas with all the new toys everybody's got and go down there and see what they got.
It doesn't matter. It's always busy down there.
Okay. Well, I was waiting for that to sit there and at least give him some good. All the skate parks that Hazy's been are all indoors and it's all plywood. I mean, it's all wood
instead of concrete.
Yeah. Hold it. David says, watch the channel. I call 207. He works for the electric company in New Zealand. Great videos about electricity. Oh, okay. Actually, I got a old Air Force buddy who's a retired IBEW electrician who every time I wire something up in the house and he comes up and yells at me for the way I did it and tells me never to touch my house wiring again. I went through the apprentice program for IBEW, and I know enough to get me in trouble. And that's not saying much, but that's saying a lot. And I can do a simple 15 amp circuit, no biggie, light switch, whatever, I can do a double light switch to one bulb and everything, light switch, turn it on here and it comes on, turn it on over here, it comes on.
A three-way.
I can do that, and I can do a 220 for an air compressor or for a heater and everything, which I have done. But you get into anything else above that, I'm lost. It's like when we got the house, when we had this house built in '97, they wanted $160 to put coach lights on the front of the garage, and a few other things. And I called Richard up and said, okay, you told me not to mess with the electrical, especially in my new house. Here's what I want done. And he came up and wired in a whole bunch of outlets in the garage, around the garage and everything else, created a whole new circuit for it, and then put 2 coach lights on and sit there and wired it into a switch.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother was also IBEW electrician, and Michael wired the patio cover with the floodlights and everything else. So yeah, I did. Mom's lights are free. And so Michael did the patio cover, and he did the patio cover in the hot tub when it was out there. So
yeah, the 30 amp feed out there, the 30 amp feed that was separate out there.
Yeah. Well, Greg did the initial wiring from the box to the hot tub, but Michael did from the panel to the box.
Yeah.
Made a special trip this summer to do electrical. Okay. But so as long as Richard's available and he's willing to help me, but we're done building on this house. The only thing we want to do is we wired another 220 plug in the garage and he's got to put the receptacle in there. And what I want to do is I want to get an old electric stove, and as just as a hobby or a pastime or whatever, I want to start powder coating small parts. You got a small part you want powder coated? I want to buy the kit from
Eastwood.
And you can buy all the different colors. And I want to just powder coat small parts. You got spark plug brackets you want powder coated? I want to do that. And that's what I want to do. So I'd have to look up the correct way to do a hot tub at 30 amps. Is a big ground wire. Yeah, it was. It was actually you had to put the disconnect. There's a disconnect on the side of the house that's now serving the air compressor that we moved out there where the hot tub was. We had the hot tub for what, 5 years, Pat, was it?
Yeah, 5 or 6 years.
And I was diagnosed with dry skin. And the doctor said the only way I could go into the very dry skin, doctor said the only way I could go in the hot tub if I oiled up, and that would just trash the hot tub. So we sold it. 200 amps. Yeah, there's a 200 amp panel coming into the house, David. But the air conditioning units I got on the house are so, they are like, God, Sear. I think they're Sear 18.5 or 18.6, somewhere around in there. Very large draw with a capacitor start motor. So yeah. And it was 300 or 30 amps. It was 220 at 30 amps for the hot tub. But it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I remember one time Nancy and I coming back from every now and then I'll rent a Harley and we'll do Toys for Tot motorcycle run. And we were coming back from the run, all done and everything else, and just said goodbye to Richard, left his house, and we were coming home. And we were on the Beltway coming home, and we got here. I parked the Harley in the garage, closed the garage door. We both ran upstairs and sat there and got in our swimming suits down into the hot tub because we were so freaking cold.
Yup. Because Toys for Tots is done during the winter.
Yeah. They're the first weekend in December on the Saturday. First Saturday in December is the run. You went on it with me a couple of times.
When I was a kid, yeah.
Actually, I had you sitting on the gas in the front of me, leaning on the gas tank, and T-Dub sitting behind me on my bike. One time. Because I got a picture, I think you sleeping on the tank with drool coming down the mouth. I'm not sure.
That sounds about right.
I'd have to find that. Exterior disconnect. Yeah, you have to have a disconnect within X number of feet of a device. That's the code. Oh, good old NFPA 70. National Electrical Code. So, but the man, all those extension cords, that scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, with Hazy.
With Hazy. But then he's right. And to a degree, he's right. The only thing that's on are the lights or what tool he has on hand.
Yeah.
There's no way that could be a two-man shop and somebody doing something while he's doing something, because no. And the only time I get worried about something like that is if the heater was on.
Yeah.
That oil heater is going to draw a lot of amps.
That's the biggest draw in that shop.
Yeah. So, okay. So yeah, next Friday's show will be live from the garage if T-Dub's willing, and we will be putting the stereo. I'm hoping to start the stereo in the garage. I still have to figure out the fenders. I am fit to be tied on these. almost to the point to where if I want the car to be drivable while T-Dub's here. So I might just throw it back together and everything else, but then consider down the road of getting hold of Auto Metals Direct and ordering 2 new fenders and just selling these 2 and doing it over. It's that one piece, that curved piece that goes up by the windshield, and whether it's up too high or down too low, it's not letting the fender come to where we can close and get our 3/16 gap on the door.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do, or I mean, how to do it. I mean, if you bend that down and to fit underneath the window trim, then it's going to push the fender forward, and we're not going to get our gap. If you pull it up to sit there and so it go back, well, now it's going to fit on top of the window trim and not underneath the way it's supposed to be shown.
Yeah.
I probably need to go visit Kenny in a couple of car shows and sit there and hope he's got a couple of 68 Camaros, or ask him to do a couple of windshield shots on some 68 Camaros. Or actually, the guy he works with has a couple of 68 Camaros to see how the trim is. But I think it is right. The trim comes down and then the fender butts up underneath it. And I think that's the way it is. All the pictures I've been pulling up and zooming in and doing, that's exactly the way it is. And I don't know how I need to bend these fenders or twist or whatever, but yeah. David Collins says, those heaters are so dangerous. I had one burn an outlet in my house. There were wires of junction box that were charred. I had to cut and restrip the wires. David, didn't the breaker pop? I mean, that's where I would have went. If you had that problem going and the breaker didn't pop, then I'd pull the breaker and check it. I mean, the breaker should have popped. Once you start drawing more and you need it draws, that breaker should pop. Breaker is a filament with a little spring in there. And once that filament gets hot, it kicks the spring up and pulls the switch down. So, yeah, I'd be looking at that. It should, if the breaker works. I mean, I'd be looking at that. So,
oh man,
what?
I'm just playing Fortnite.
Oh, well, you won't get Evelyn on tonight. She's sitting. I had a sleepover with friends. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's. So I asked the question, nobody answered. Well, I'm not going to ask the question anymore.
Yeah.
Don't ask that question. Okay. So I'm trying to decide whether I should go out and grab the girls if I get them to take a nap while they're here, and go out and sit there and do New Year's Eve and video it and then put it on YouTube. Whoever wired the house wired the outlet incorrectly. It would have never tripped the brake. Oh, okay. Old house. All right. You know what scares me the most about old houses and going in and doing old houses and sitting there and remodeling and everything else?
Knob and tube.
Knob and tube. Oh, God, that scares the bejesus out of me. And sit there and pop in. I mean, tell me I got an asbestos floor, but knob and tube, asbestos 9x9 square. If you go in the old house and you got the 9x9 square kitchen tile, that's 9 times out of 10, that's asbestos tile. That doesn't scare me. The knob and tube wiring does. And the minute I walk in the knob and tube, I just, it's like the house on Bannock. It was sat there and it was a 50 amp service because it was built back in the 50s. Oh, 100 amp service because it was built back in, 100 amp. Oh, excuse me, because it was built back in the 50s. And then when we built the addition on for my office in the back and everything else, Richard and I, my old Air Force buddy, who's a retired IBEW electrician,
Mhm.
sat there and moved the panel out, and we upgraded it to a 200 amp panel. But in the where the old panel was, where the room was on the side of the house where the old panel was, turned out to be a massive, massive junction box that you can never cover up. He told me that I can't cover this up per code. Funny thing about it is that I got a kick out of code. He sat there and I had to dig what was it, 3 foot deep, 2 foot by 2 foot square. I had to sit there and get number 6 bare copper wire and coil it around and around and then cover that back. And that was the ground. And Richard looked at me and says, I ain't digging that. So the other thing was when at Bannock, if you're Bannock the shed is when we put power into the shed. And he sat there and he goes, I just did a remodel at the old Frontier Hotel and Casino, which is no longer on the strip. And I go, yeah. And he says, I got a breaker panel we can put in your shed. So he rebuilt the breaker panel, and that was what was in the shed at Bannock was an old panel from the Frontier. So, yeah, I've like I said, David, I've dabbled in electrical, and we dug a trench from the panel where we relocated it on the back of the house and did it. And so,
Mhm.
yeah. But knob and tube, I hate knob and tube. God, I hate knob and tube. So you working Monday?
Yeah.
You're off Tuesday?
Yep.
Off
Wednesday, work Thursday. And then I took the 2nd off. So I go in Monday before the New Year, and then I'm off Thursday.
Okay.
I think it's Monday, Tuesday I go in, and then Wednesday's New Year's. And
I had to hide the chewables because I didn't want Evelyn to find them. They're no longer up there in the
she won't be able to reach them anyway.
I just didn't want her little, because she loves coming in here and playing on the computer. I just didn't want them around, even though she couldn't screw the top off.
Yeah.
Now, if she goes in the desk filing cabinet drawer and pulls it open, she's going to find remnants of 1J and a full J sitting there. So, but yeah, but that'll be used when we're all together.
Yeah.
So, so what time you want to come over tomorrow? I'll leave it your call.
I don't care. I'll probably be over like 5:30 ish. You need my help? We're gonna work on ATC, right?
Yeah, in the morning.
Oh no, I'll probably be over like 10, maybe 9.
Okay. All right. If I get up early, I'll just start sitting there and I'll start working on the case where we got that one chip out and fix that.
Okay.
But no, that's all I plan on tomorrow, and then I'll put the fuel tank together. I gotta go on the website and look at it, which outlet is what. I mean, I guess I don't know if it makes a difference or what, but I'm going to do it.
No, it actually doesn't. On the tank, it doesn't, because the petcock has a reserve and an on. So it only matters when you hook up the 2 tubes to the petcock. So time it matters.
Okay. All right. So then I'll probably put the tank together. I did show you I got stainless steel button head screws to put that.
Yeah, you showed me.
But I won't put the tank on. I want to sit there and take the air filter off and sit there and squirt down the carburetor with some carburetor cleaner and make sure that the throat and the slide goes down.
Okay.
We need to sit there and adjust the stop on the throttle if we do get it running, and they do. So, but then the rest of it is you, because I have no clue on how to reassemble this thing. You're the one that took it apart.
It's a piece of cake.
Yeah, you're the Honda guy. I'm the Chevy guy.
Yep. It's all good though.
And then I'll probably run to the store, and I got to look up in the manual on what oil to get and sit there and put oil back in it. And then
Do
I
I have any more oil for my GN4? Is there any GN4 left over there?
don't know. Well, look.
Okay. Yeah, take a look because that'll probably be all you need.
Well, I want to run it and get it hot if we do get it running and everything else, and get it hot, and then I want to drain the oil to flush any other crap that we might have gotten in there out of it.
Okay.
Because the oil will take anything else that, I mean, I wasted a whole can of brake cleaner spraying in there.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I want to make sure that we get it all clean and everything before we end up with it gone.
Okay.
Or button it back up.
Okay.
Well, that should only take us and I got to go get some gas. I don't have any gas. Both gas cans are empty.
Yeah, just probably pick up a gallon or two.
Okay.
We won't be ready to start it tomorrow, though, I don't think.
We won't be ready, or we will be?
I don't think so. We're going to need to let that JB well dry.
Oh, okay.
Before we put that case and everything back on, so.
Okay. Did Shandog go? All we got is David in here.
Yeah, probably.
Shandog said, "Hey, Hazy." That was close. Yeah, Shandog must have left.
I think everybody probably is gone.
Okay. Well, we're at 4:01.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting ready to go to the store. Just building up motivation.
Did you have to crack? Oh, no, we didn't have to. It was, David, it was a brain fart. And actually what's cracked is if you were to take a 1/16 of a quarter, well, I'll get you the piece. Hold on.
Yeah, it's just a small piece that I broke off of the case. But to replace that whole portion of the case would be a pain in the ass. We'd have to pull the whole engine out and split it. No, we did not have to crack the case to get that plate out.
No, there was no crack in the case. That's it. That's what that accidentally pried at the wrong spot, at the wrong place.
No, that was for me hammering.
Well, it was from you hammering?
Yeah.
And that's what we busted out, and that's what's going to be JB welded, and it's right on the edge on the top, so it's not going to have any effect as far as oil or anything else are concerned. Yes, sir, but explain that stator. I could have not found. I found the stator online. It was a guy from India who was repairing Honda 50cc scooters or small motorcycles or whatever you want to call them back, and he was repairing them. And it went to where he was getting ready to pull the stator off, and all of a sudden his video went tits up. And then came back, and then the stator was off, and he's sitting there going, "Okay, do this," and you had to sit there, and it was all in India, and we're talking India, India, and it's sitting there, we're listening to him talking.
Mm-hmm.
But Pat tore his 450 down, and apparently the design with Honda is pretty much all the same, regardless.
Kinda.
As the CC gets in as their 4 cycles. So I don't know. But that's it. I mean, we'll JB weld that in and everything else and put it all back together and start the wiring back up. And then, because this piece is away from where the wiring comes through the case. It's to the far right of it. So, but yeah, but it is what it is. I was hoping we get it running tomorrow, but if we don't, we don't.
You might be able to.
I mean, I got to take the inside of the flywheel or what do you call that? And I want to sit there and rub it down or sand it down and give it a new face and then clean that out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So then at least that we have a really good contact as far as spark is concerned.
Yeah.
And do that. But yeah. But I think the girls, if we do get it running and it is running, I think the girls will have a blast with it.
Yeah.
I think, and also when Emily rides it, we got to put the throttle stop in. We just got to give her just a little bit of throttle. That girl's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Probably both of them.
I texted Harvey Struner, David, and asked him if when I was going around for a gas tank and see if he had any gas tanks, and I never got an answer back from him. But speaking of the gas tank, here's a funny story. When I was looking online for the gas tank and to buy a new one, and it is plastic and it isn't original or anything else, I had the old one up there. And as I was going through eBay, scrolling down, here's this restoration shop for motorcycle fuel tanks. And I just contact the seller and I sat there and I said, hey, you want to buy a 1985 Honda ATC 70 fuel tank? It's a 70cc motor. You want to buy the fuel tank? I said, it's got a lot of pinholes, and I left them the link to my website to where I started cleaning up the fuel tank. And guy emailed me back. He says, what do you want from it? And I sat there and I said, you pay for shipping and give me 2 4-packs of Dragon's Breath or Dragon's Milk. And he sat there and he goes, and probably over his head on the Dragon's Milk. And he said, no, I don't want to do that. And I sat there and I said, okay, fine. I said, I just didn't want to throw it away. And he sat there and he goes, well, wait, hold on. So I'll give you $40 for it. And I sat there and I thought for a minute and I said, give me your address. And I got his address, Louisiana. It cost me $20 to ship it to him. And just out of a joke, I sat there and I said, I emailed him back and I said, give me $45 for it. And I said, he sat there and he said, sold. So he sent $45 to me. Well, it cost me $20 to send it. So I got $25. Okay. Well, 2 4-packs of Dragon's Breath is $25 roughly and some change. So I got what I wanted originally. Tank's in Louisiana right now. I haven't checked, but here's the receipt. I'll probably check later to see if he got it. But yeah, that was funny. It was funny, him taking it. But then he'd probably be able to restore it. It was more than I wanted to get into. Replace it, starts grinding down the tank. First of all, you got to have it sandblasted and start grinding it down. And now you're welding up pinholes.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's not to say that maybe weld up a couple of pinholes in 6 months down the road, then all of a sudden another leak comes. No, I didn't want it that. Plastic tank with all the fittings and everything else was $120 ship. Bring it on. So that's what I did.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. I want to go to the store.
You want to go to the store? You don't want to go to the store. Don't go to the store.
Maybe later. We need milk. We're almost out. Well, we are out.
No. We did. We were up. You're going to laugh. We were up at 5 this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a shower, sat there and got ready, and sat there and Mom made a pot of coffee for herself. I don't drink coffee. Mom made a pot of, that's for everybody out there. Mom made a pot of coffee, and I'm sitting there going, okay. And at 7 o'clock, I go, come on, let's go. And we went to Wally World at 7, and there was nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
That Honda stuff is ridiculous. David said that Honda stuff is ridiculously expensive. I know a Honda shop. Gone are the days
of the $300 barn find.
Yeah. Oh, Pat Pat sat there. His first credit purchase, let's say, he saved money. He was working at Enterprise. Was it Enterprise when you were saving? Worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car, living here. He was going to college. You were going to college at the time.
Yeah, I was going to CSN.
Yeah. Saving his money, everything else. And I gave him some money, put a down payment on a brand new 450 up in, and it's actually was cheaper for him to go up to Utah to buy it than it was to stay in town and buy it. I went up there. And how long did you have that bike?
Oh, shit. 2004 to 2019, 15 years.
Yeah. And that bike was awesome.
Only rebuilt the top end once.
Yeah.
I should have kept it.
You can always buy another one. That's
the plan. A couple years down the road.
He had a 1970 CB 350 fully restored, thousands of dollars for a CB 350. You gotta get a refill.
No problem. When you get back, I'll probably hop off.
Okay.
Yeah, CBs aren't. They were a nice bike back in the day. Yeah, they were good little road bikes. Oh, crap. Mm, 325cc engine, parallel twin, 4-stroke, 68 to 73. Air cooled.
All right. Actually, what was it? Everybody down when I was stationed in McDillon, Florida, is all the Air Force guys couldn't afford Harleys or Sportsters or Harleys, and besides, Harley was owned by AMF at the time, so that was probably the biggest junk of motorcycle you could ever have. So everybody was taking the Honda 750, the 4-cylinder, and making choppers out of them, which actually some of them kind of look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm back, if that matters. Where did you go? You didn't tell us you were leaving, Shandog. And they were kind of cool. Actually, there was one guy, God, I can't remember his name, but I painted his tank metal flake purple for him on it, and made him do all the body work and showed him. But yeah, everybody, there were probably 6 or 7 friends that sat there, and we were all and they were all riding bikes. At the time I had a Kawasaki 900 and I didn't want it anymore, and I sold it, and that's when I picked up the 68 Camaro and got rid of the van I had at the time, the 72 Ford. I did own a Ford, Pat.
I know.
I think I still got the scars on my waist where Mom was squeezing on me. And if you go to Tampa Bay and you ride on the bay, and it's bay to bay, I think was the name of the road that curved around the bay. I had her on the back of the 900, and I was 105 in 4th gear and just cutting corners.
Nice.
And she was
telling you to slow down.
Yeah. And she just came out to visit me before we got married. We weren't even married then. So that was fun. Hold on. Let's see. Honda Shadow was a Harley design used with permission. Yeah. I'm getting a bike with a sidecar so me and the dog can ride around.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, the only motorcycle I have never owned. I've owned Triumphs, I've owned BSAs, I've owned Yamahas, never owned a Honda, but I've never owned a Harley. And and I doubt very seriously this will ever happen, but if I ever own another motorcycle, I want a Harley. So yeah, I don't know, something I rode. I mean, we had a great time with my brother Jerry. Got my sister won a Harley Sportster.
Yeah.
Was it custom Harley Sportster custom? It was from the factory.
Yeah.
And everything else, because there was a lot of chrome pieces on the Sportster, and plus it was up it probably had fork extensions on it because it was up a little bit, and it did not real high ape hangers, but it was up here like this.
Yeah.
And Patty sat there and won it in some raffle or whatever, and she turned around and sold it to Jerry, my brother. And we were back there in Illinois when it came, and we had a day that we were just riding that around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And that was probably the first and only time, other than me renting a Harley, because every time I rent a Harley, it's always been a Glide, that we had fun on a Harley.
Only time I've ridden a street bike without a helmet.
Well, yeah, Illinois. I didn't realize California changed their law. You got to have a helmet now.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
So
I was watching all the credit things for Tom Cruise and Top Gun 2, and everybody's sitting there commenting where he's on another crotch rocket, sitting there blasting away, going down the runway without a helmet on. And they go, helmet laws changed. You got to have a helmet now.
It's not what I heard. Last I heard is it's optional still, but now you just won't get any health or life insurance if you crash without a helmet.
Oh, okay.
That's the way I heard it. So if you want your medical insurance and your life insurance, you're going to wear a helmet.
Well, I won't ride without a helmet. I rode in my youth in Illinois. I rode a lot without a helmet, and my mom, being a registered nurse, was on my case like stink on shit. I mean, especially when I rebuilt the basket case in the basement, the BSA 650.
Yeah.
750. I can't remember. But yeah, and when I fired it up in the garage and everything else, she's sitting there looking at me going, "Where's your helmet?" And no helmet law required. Well, there is here in this household. And I'm going, oh shit. Yeah. Well, my dad enjoyed riding the bike, and he didn't ride it with a helmet.
Exactly.
So.
Alrighty, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and take off. We'll see you tomorrow morning. I'll let you know when I'm on my way. Robin has to work overtime, so.
Oh, she is working again tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every other Saturday she has overtime.
All right. So we'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, probably around 9.
And then it's all going to be on the ATC.
Okay.
All right.
All righty, sir. We'll see you later.
You have a good one, Pat.
Shandog, David. It's good talking to you guys. You guys have a good one. We'll see you later, Pop.
See ya. So, okay. Well, we're wrapping it down. And so we'll do this. So we're wrapping it down. Yeah. So tomorrow will be work on the ATC. I will do a video on it. Nice son you have. Actually, both of them are really good, Shandog. Actually, tune in next Friday if everything goes right, and I'll make an announcement on my channel. But if everything goes right, it's going to be a live show in the garage with T-Dub here, my oldest boy, from Grapevine, Texas, and Pat, and yeah, it's going to be epic. We will be putting in the car stereo. You will see the package tray pad that I made several videos ago, and how the speakers are going to fit. It's going to be fun, and I hope everybody tunes in to sit there and watch that, because it's going to be great. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it's everybody. First of all, It's the holiday season. Everybody be smart. Do not drink and drive. Please. I want to see everybody, all my subscribers, everybody back here in 2020. I don't want none of this crap DUI. I mean, come on. Let's be smart. I ain't going anywhere tonight. So, yeah, my wife's going to kick my butt all over the place, probably. I don't know if I'm going to stop drinking or continue on, but we'll find out. I still got to stock the refrigerator with water. I got a few things to do for preparation for 3 granddaughters and my son and my daughter-in-law, which I'm looking forward to. And it's going to be a fun time. I'm not going to put too much video of the of it on YouTube because there are a few things that, you know, family time is family time, but there will be a few things that will be put on. And next Friday's live show will be the stereo going in the Camaro. Hopefully we will figure out the fender situation. I definitely wanted T-Dub's driven the car one time. And no, he's got to come. He's got to drive it. I mean, I want him to drive it so bad. It's ridiculous. If I got to cut those freaking parts off and weld them back on, whatever. But no, I want him to drive the car. I mean, it's the second gear is so much fun with that car. And yeah, You Dizzy show tomorrow, Hazy's on Sunday, and they're actually doing a Christmas party. And everybody, it looks like, last I heard is Hazy's going to get dizzy drunk on the show. I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, it's interesting. So we're almost close to 2 hours. And I think we ought to just call it tonight. And I can go out and I need to load the refrigerator full of beverages for when the kids get here, which will be Sunday. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank Shandog. I want to David Collins. Let's see, who else showed up? Ian was here at the beginning. And so I want to thank everybody for coming. Hazy Days, thank you, brother. And Pat, always is a pleasure. And and so we'll move on. Hold on, wait. I'm going to let you go. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, David. Thank you for coming. Tomorrow, tough for Mother's anniversary. Oh, mass. All right. Hey, I got the shirt for the guys that Dizzy told me about. And yeah. So everybody have a good Thanksgiving. Have a good Christmas and a Happy New Year. Do not drink and drive. Come on. Be smart. Don't drink and drive. Party at home. Everybody, be safe. Have fun for the holiday. Say hello to friends and family. And love the family. And we'll catch you next Friday. And it'll be a pretty epic live show. Thank you. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Later.